I'm going for a slightly meta video today because, as by the title, I've got a bit of a creative block and I don't know why. I don't know what's caused it. I don't know how to get through it. I don't know why I'm cursed in such a ridiculous, stupid way. But I thought, you know what? The internet will have the answers. So I did some research about how to overcome a creative block and what to do and how to get through it and all that stuff. And I thought, yeah, this will be the answer. This will do it. But actually, it has inspired me to do this video, but I don't feel like I'm any better off than I was when I started doing the research in the first place. So I thought what I'll go through some of the tips that are out there so that you, the person watching, might think, oh yeah, I could go do that. That'll help me if you're ever stuck. But also to explain why I've done that and it doesn't work for me personally in this situation. And I'm hoping the fact that I can show that I have tried really, really hard to get through it will help you suggest ideas to me or just magically fix the issue. So without further ado, here are some of the suggestions that are out on the internet. Now, funnily enough, number one is write bad ideas down and work through them. Now, I've got this book that I've been working on with and through for quite some time. It is full of pages and pages of just nonsense that I've written down from books that I'm writing or working on and so forth. It's got all my random chapters and scene ideas, and at the back I've started writing videos out that I'm working on, just notes, so I can go, oh, blah blah blah, and it will tell me what bit that I missed out or where to go on. So at the moment that's got the list of things that stood out to me when I did the research. I think some of the best ideas that were in there were things like writing ideas down, writing through the badness. So it's not just a YouTube video problem that I've had. I've sat there today thinking, what do I record about, what do I talk about? But actually it's been going on since the weekend or since before the weekend, because I was lucky that I had EGX to talk about and I was lucky that I had a review to do of it. But the problem I had before that was I sat down to do episode 2 of the show that I'm writing with my friend Tony, and she started writing different bits and pieces of it, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't know what to write, I don't know what to say here, I don't know what to do. And I thought, maybe I'm just not feeling that. I'll start writing further in my book. I got really into that. I'd written out, there's like 35 chapters planned in here, and I could just pick up a chapter at random and start writing it. But what I ended up doing was reading chapter 1 and thinking, God, I haven't done a very good job on this. I need to start again. And then I was like, how do I start? How do I start again? I don't know where to start again. What do I want to do? Do I want to even do a book? Maybe I'll be better off writing it as a comic. And now I'm doubting my whole plan with that, which is frustrating because I'd got some good headway on it. I think I'd written 3 proper written these out chapters and it was starting to make sense. It was all coming together. I was getting the tone in my mind, but I'm just not happy with it now. I don't know, I had a weekend off or whatever. This says about carrying a sketchbook for doodling out ideas, which I guess is the same as writing down the ideas. It's just you're drawing them instead. Now, I do doodle a lot at work while I'm on the phone or while I'm working on something. I'll sit there doodling with my right hand. It's quite funny. We've just got a new cleaner, and I'm a little bit embarrassed because the old cleaner never really come to do our desks, so I could leave stuff lying on a desk. But now I've stopped doodling as much, which could be part of the cause. I'm already starting to think now, but I've stopped doodling as much because I realise she picks them all up and puts them in a pile in a nice little tray. And when I come in the morning and I see them all there, I think, oh my God, there's all this paperwork there where I just doodled little Pokemon or little characters or whatever in the corners. And they're all really bad drawings, but she's obviously collected them up and put them somewhere to say, oh, I don't know which of these are important. They're just there. So I don't know, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm not doodling as much to run through my stupid ideas. Stepping away is a suggestion that people put out there. It's a good one. Now, I think the fact that I had a day off videos yesterday and I'm doing it every other day now is probably useful. And I put a tweet out earlier saying I thought that would be the answer, because basically I'd recorded Thursday saying it's EGX tomorrow, hey, and then I went out Friday and then I was like, I haven't got anything to talk about. And then Saturday I did an EGX one, then Sunday I was busy, then Monday I did an EGX one, and it's like I felt like I'd taken a lot of time out there. I hadn't done anything. I have stepped away. That is stepping away. Doing them when there was a specific event that I could really talk about was stepping away. So I don't know. I feel like stepping away in this instance isn't the answer. It's not going to help me. The other tip I saw was go and finish things you've already started, which I'm pleased it's there because it shows I went down a certain route that I thought would be useful. It backfired because I ended up going, right, I won't carry on writing that. I'll go and I'll write that. And I now want to kill that and restart it. And I'm thinking, right, do I want to go and touch on anything else? Do I want to go and find another unfinished project? Because if I start killing that, then I'm going to have nothing left. And that's how I end up with nothing. One of the weird, I saw some really weird answers, and some of them are stupid. Like, I don't know what planet the person writing them was on, but one of them was redecorate. Just take where you do your work and redecorate. So I'm going to make this wall pink, and I'm going to completely redo my kitchen because I can't think of how to do a YouTube video for one specific day. You know, I'm going to, I don't know, replace my laptop because it's too hard to write on the one I've got. No, I'm not going to do that. You know, it's not about the environment as much. I mean, I get it to an extent. I could go and stand in a field. I went out with my phone earlier tonight and thought I'll just sit in the car and I'll see what comes up, and I nipped out to do a Pokemon raid and thought I could just get the camera out here and record, but I stood there for a minute and I thought there's nothing coming, it's just not happening. What else did they put? Don't repeat yourself, which I thought was an odd one. And it's basically saying, I think that's more of a case of if somebody's asking you to meet a brief, I don't know, give me an advert to make, and then you just copy when you've already done it, saying don't just do that to get through it. That's not going to help. That's just going to make things worse. So I appreciate that. But I'm not going to go, oh, I'm going to do a video about how I went to EGX. I'm just going to do another one and another one and another one because that would be mental. Look in unlikely places was an interesting one because I just thought, okay, what does that mean? And I have sort of, again, tried this. I've been watching some videos with my kids on YouTube. There's a lot of family ones they watch. I feel like that's too beyond what we do. I think it'd be too hard to try and do some of the elaborate stuff they do in the time that I've got. But I have had a look around. I have had a look at ideas. I'm trying to get inspiration. It does sort of say look at other people's inspiration. Do the opposite of normal was another one that people put out there. And I thought, well, okay, this is kind of that. This is getting a little bit meta. It's me projecting my block into a video with ideas for other people that are going through the same thing. Look outside of your comfort zone was another option there, which again, same sort of thing. I mean, outside of my comfort zone, there's not much stuff that I'm worried about doing. I mean, I'm not going to do videos about me singing and dancing and jumping around, but I don't think they'd particularly embarrass me. I just wouldn't know where to start. If someone said to me, here's a song and a script and this and that and the other, and here's the time to do it, I'd probably be quite happy. That'd be quite fun. I'd quite enjoy that. Sleep on it is another one that people put out. And let's put it this way, sleep is probably the thing that I definitely commit time to and do. I'm a bit tired. I think that the reason I'm probably a bit stuck is because I'm exhausted after a weekend away, but sleep has not helped. What used to help, and this is my personal tip, and it's not working in this instance, what used to help back in the day when I was at uni was going for a shower, just standing in the shower and thinking about it, or not thinking about it. I think thinking about it, then my brain just going off on a tangent and forgetting about what it was I was thinking about, and then just thinking about the water, and then just plodding off into a dreamland, and then suddenly the answer would just go ding in my brain like a microwave had just finished cooking. And I've literally ran out of the shower before with a towel around me and ran to my computer to carry on typing the program I was working on or whatever, because that's one of the best feelings in the world, when you're just stuck and then suddenly you realise the answer. I imagine that's much better scientists dealing with much more important things probably get that feeling, you know, at least once a week and love it, and that is brilliant. It's a great feeling. Another weird one. One weird one was give up. That one piece of advice was just give up and don't do the thing you're stuck on, which seems mental. I'm not giving up. That's an insane piece of advice. Like, don't take that advice. Don't just give up if you're stuck. Just ride it out. Talk to your block was another one that was quite funny, because what am I going to do? Just sit there and go, well, Sheepdog, why are you stuck? Oh, I don't know what to write. Everything I write seems rubbish. What should I do? I've gone through it in my head. My block's not talking back. You know, it's just going, I don't know. I don't have any answers. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know. And I thought about that, and I thought, well, research, and which is why I come up with these. I thought maybe if I read about writers and writing and being a writer and doing writery stuff and sort out writers and ask for advice from writers, perhaps that would be the answer. But other than that, I mean, talking to the block doesn't seem to work. I'm guessing that's more literal, like if you actually have a block, like somebody's blocking your path, then maybe have a chat with them and say to them, you're stopping me from being creative. But even then, it just seems like an odd piece of advice. Obviously, you'd talk to somebody if they were the reason, but there is no one causing it. It's me causing it, and I can't talk to myself as much as I seem to be doing right now. Move about and laugh were two of the other ones. Now, I'm not the most active of people. I think part of the reason I'm stuck at the moment is because I am knackered from the amount of distance we covered at EGX. I mean, putting it into the only way I can measure it off the top of my head, I had only 2 Pokemon Go incubators on the go, and I must have hatched through at least 5 or 6 eggs ranging from 7 kilometers to 10 kilometers, which means that we walked a lot of kilometers. We only had one train ride that could have cheated that at all, and that was going too fast, so it can't have been the train ride. We just walked a heck of a lot that weekend, and that's probably the main reason I'm a bit tired. Laughing is, I can see the benefits of, and I've been watching extras, which is hilarious. I've been watching extras on Netflix because I've still got my rule going of not watching things I don't think are very good. When I've had a bit of downtime, I thought, well, I've got 20 minutes, what shall I watch? And I thought, well, I haven't seen all of extras, I'll watch that because it is funny. Ricky Gervais is one of those people who write shows that are a little bit, they just make you think, they give you ideas, they do inspire you a little bit. And this is quite the right time and place because he's somebody who's trying to plug away at his life, and I don't know, it's just an interesting reflection of all the sorts of people I know that are doing stuff like this, really, so that's interesting. Another weird one was watch The Matrix. Whoever wrote that list must have just been a big fan of The Matrix. I'm not really. I don't really see me watching The Matrix and suddenly feeling I've got the answers. The last time I watched a film that really made me feel het up and ready for glory and, you know, just inspired beyond any other... it's weird, actually. The answer's going to cause some of you to judge the heck out of me and some of you to go, yeah, fair enough. And it's going to make me sound like a bit of like a bro or just a weird blokey response. But when Lamp Up was a baby, I watched Rocky 1 through 6 back to back over a couple of nights. And I felt so good after watching them because I read about Stallone writing them and the whole story about it all and the fact that he was just, you know, down and out and a bit of a bum and had no money and sold his dog to get his work going and then bought his dog back once the film was commissioned and that he had to fight to be in it. And that's if you've not seen that series, which everyone has, let's face it, but if you haven't, they're just boxing films. They're very good. The plot is pretty basic, but equally it's so rich and good, it's amazing. And the whole background made me see Stallone as like a bit of a hero and a bit of a, you know, all-round good bloke who's worthy of, you know, being inspired by. I don't know anything about his future life, really, so if he's done some nefarious things, I don't really want to hear about it in the comments, how I'm wrong. I'm just talking about early years. I've not looked any further, but my point is that was definitely one of those where I watched it and just thought, wow, yeah, this is awesome. The things you can achieve if you, you know, take what life throws at you and just go beyond it, sort of thing. So yeah, watch The Matrix is weird advice, but I'm not going to sit and watch the Rocky films. There's 7 of them now, 8 of them even, I think. Creed 2's out soon, so I don't know where that puts it, whether it puts it on 8 or 9 now, but I'm not going to watch all of them. That will just be a long time sink. But I could do with something coming out and just grabbing me, because that has worked in the past. The last one on the list, before I stopped reading through them because I felt too shameful, was going on a diet. And I thought, damn it, I've lost weight. But then I ate quite a lot of the weekend while I was away. And being under the weather, I'm not eating loads, but I've started having meal deals for lunch again instead of the tiny little pasta pots I've been eating, because I just feel a bit run down, I suppose. But maybe that is it. Just push on through having... I was going to say I've got a cold, but I haven't. I'm not like, you know, I'm breathing fine. I'm not sneezing. I'm not bunged up or anything. I think I'm just a bit tired, and it'll go. It'll pass. I'm not worried. I just want to get through it, damn it. I've been trying to drink lots of vitamin drinks in these meal deals and trying to generally just take it easy or whatever, but I'm really in the mood to write. That's the worst thing. That's what I think's caused me the frustration. I absolutely am in the mood to just sit and churn through and belt out like 20,000 words, and I reckon I could do it. If the spark came back like that, I could just sit and write for the rest of the evening, and I could do it every night for the rest of this week, and I could just belt something out in a month, and that'd be great. But annoyingly, it's been the opposite way around half the time. The ideas are there, and I'm writing them out, but I haven't got the come on, do it. And it's a weird old situation. I feel like it's a curse for people who try and do stuff. I can imagine this is probably why some people don't finish books for years and years and years. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to wrap it up there, but let me know whether any of them have been useful, because I can't be the only person who suffers from this from time to time. Let me know if you've got any tips. There must be some stuff out there that really works, or that might help, or even if it's a placebo and does the job, that'd be great. And yeah, just the usual stuff. Subscribe, like, comment, let me know your thoughts, all that stuff. Hit the bell, all that. And as I keep saying, I will be doing another video in 2 days' time, so Friday, and then I'm not sure about the weekend, but definitely Monday. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week from now on, at least. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.